Men are staying single because it's not men that don't feel worthy of love. It's that they don't trust that women are going to give them the love they feel they deserve. There's ulterior motives, conditions, acts of service they have to do in order to be worthy of such love, versus women just have to be women. Because a lot of the times they use their kitty as a bargaining chip, as a prize to be won. Well, when you use that as a tool to bargain with, then it becomes a commodity and it lessens the value for both sexes. So for some, it's far less problematic to just be single. They respect their worth, they just don't feel that a woman respects theirs.
Women are wondering, like, why aren't men wanting to get married these days? Why are men not even approaching me and talking to me anymore? Why are men checking out completely? Look at the risk reward of getting into a relationship with a woman, potentially for a family and kids. You know, if you want to sleep around and just like hoe it up as a dude, and salute, brother, go handle business. The game ended the same for us.
Is that enough?
Can you
for
find
men?
happiness? Can you find happiness and joy for some men? It's great. But I think every man on a deeper level yearns for a family, yearns for that dream, like a woman that's supportive, nurturing.
I figure the question to ask men is not if they are happy being single. The question is, have men found their safety and peace in staying unmarried to modern women? Well, the answer is yes. I could go on and on about why it is peaceful for men to stay out of marriage, especially in the Western world. I believe marriage is awesome. I am an advocate of marriage, but not to modern women. It is better to stay unmarried than settle down with modern women because you will end up a victim instead of a victor. I got asked a question a few days ago which inspired me to make this video. This innocent guy texted me and said he is new to what it feels like to be a real man and take control of his own life, because he was raised by a single mom, and the relationships he has gotten into were with dominating and bossy modern women. Let's read what he said. I am new to the masculine world and being in charge of my own life. I got attracted to masculinity as a solution to the domineering power women have had over me. I was raised by a single mom, and the ladies I have dated were so bossy. I see the trend of men not marrying. Could this be the reason why I got out of relationship with my exes, and how does it make men happier to stay single and unmarried here in the West? This is an interesting question. Let us help a brother get his game right. I hope he sees this video. How is it a W for men because the marriage rate is decreasing? And to be factual, it is us men who are refusing to marry, not the women.
A study last year, which came out in the news just a couple weeks ago, showing that the percentage of young men ages 18 to 29, 63% of them are not in a relationship. That is, they're not married, they're not in a steady relationship, they're not dating, they are single. 63%, nearly 2 out of 3. These trends towards singleness, not being in relationships, not being married, is bad for our society, it's bad for the individuals. And this should alarm people that as we continue down this road, these figures only appear as though they're likely going to be getting worse. As more and more men are checking out of dating, losing interest in marriage, data also shows that they are less likely to pursue it at all. And this bodes very poorly for our society. I think we have to acknowledge that our principles in place for dating, for relationships, for sex, for intimacy, these changes that we've instituted in our society are not working well. And our only way is to undo many of the things that we have done and get back on a course that does work to support marriages, relationships, and family life.
Here are 3 reasons why it is a W for men, as men boycott marriage, especially with modern women. Number 1, men get to keep their money to themselves. Men do not have to work and earn a good life, just to give a huge chunk of it away on a platter of gold to women. In the past decades, marriage has only been beneficial to women. It was said that in 2014, in the first 100 richest women list, only 2 women made that list by their skill and hard work. The other 98 got their money through divorce. How crazy is that? So basically, modern women are using men as an empowerment program. Modern women are worshipped by the court because they would always win. This is why this situation is a W for men. Men do not have to enrich women again. Number 2. Men don't have to settle down with selfish and irresponsible women. For so long, men have settled down with women that are everything but a wife. These women bring nothing to the table. They serve no purpose. And all they do is nag all day and make men feel miserable. Many of these modern women want to be the boss in the house while just being a shitty wife, a queen that doesn't deserve reverence. They make no effort to fix things in marriage when things don't go in their direction. They ask to bail out. When you ask these women what you think you can do to improve your relationship, they don't believe they have any fault. All the wrongs in the marriage are from the man.
So in a few seconds, you realize why a lot of women are single. So when you look at yourself, what would you say you need to improve when you're dealing with the opposite gender?
Nothing. Shit, I don't think there's any flaws. I don't really have any
Nothing
flaws.
to improve. What I need to improve?
Yes.
Probably his timing.
But your timing or his timing?
His timing.
No, it's about you though.
Oh,
you
what do
need
I
to.
need to
Yeah, what
improve?
do you need to improve?
I don't know.
You see how she jumped straight to you?
How will a man not feel like a winner if he does not have to deal with women like this? These women should be left in the hands of Chad and Tyrone. Real men do not deserve to be with this kind of woman. Number 3, there is not much difference between being single and being married to these women. The only difference is that men have to take care of non-profitable items in your house, meaning that you have to take responsibility for these women, who believe that they do not have any responsibility or duty to their husbands. They are basically not different from an item. I have seen girls say, asking a woman to cook or do house chores is turning her into a housemaid, and they termed it as modern slavery. How ridiculous is that? To say a man that provides and shelters you, gives you a car to drive and all, and you say the only thing you can do for this man in return makes you a slave. These modern women screaming they want to get married believe in men keeping their traditional roles. In fact, it is one of the criterias for them to choose to be with a man, but they do not accept that women should still be asked to do their traditional roles. This point reminds me of one of my exes that said, I need to pay her for the things she does for me because I would pay someone else if they were to do it for me. Well, as you have guessed, she did not last week. I will choose to pay people to do it rather than to pay double to a bitch. Why should men take care of a woman and still pay her to do her traditional roles? This is another reason why not. Getting married to these undeserving women is a win for men. Men got to do something worth it with their money. Like I said before, marriage is good, but don't get into one with these hoes. You will pay dearly for it. You will pay with everything you have got. Brothers, keep winning and know that it is better to be happy and single than to be married and miserable. All right, you know what time it is. It is time to go. That's all for today on Latest Juice. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my previous videos. Remember to drop your thoughts in the comment box. I always love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit that like button, click the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. Share this video to whomever you would like to watch it. Thanks for watching.